Miriam Joy and welcome to my studio. Today we're going to show you how to make our snow globe candle. And this is a very inexpensive project and it's lots of fun. So we're going to start out with a flameless candle, and I found this at Dollar Tree for, of course, just $1. You also can do this project on regular candles and as well, and it works just fine. What we're going to do is we're going to take some stamps, and I'm going to be using snowflake stamps, and probably on this one I'm going to put in a little joy. Most of us have stamps in our crafting area, but if you don't, Michael's has a $1 selection, and you can even do this with one snowflake stamp, so it's not a big deal. And we're going to have an ink. I'm going to take a blue ink, and I am taking regular white tissue paper, just the tissue paper that you wrap everything with or put in your packages. It's just plain tissue paper, and I am going to stamp on a snowflake. So I have one snowflake there. So I have 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do a couple more snowflakes, different kinds, just so I have them in case I need them. And this guy. Okay, and obviously put something underneath you because it stamps right through the tissue paper. And we're just going to take regular scissors and cut these apart. Get rid of my tissue paper, and I'm going to cut just around these. You don't want to cut off any of your design. Just nice and even. Okay. My next little guy here. If you have your stamps and your ink, this little project cost a little over $3 to do. So it's rather inexpensive. And all of the items, including the vase, the circle vase, and the candle stand, were all $1 at Dollar Tree. And they're pretty well standards at most of your dollar stores. I see them all the time. So now we're going to kind of decide how we want it to go on. I have one up, so I kind of want to do one down, and I'm going to use a heat gun or an embossing tool. You also can use your hair dryer. Just put it on high. It takes just a little bit longer. We want to just take this and melt it, and what's going to happen is when it starts to melt, the wax is going to absorb into the tissue paper, just leaving the design showing. And we don't want to heat it much beyond that point because we don't want to melt it too much. So we'll show you here. And see, your lines all went away, and all that you have left is your pattern, which is really, really cool. So I'm going to take this one and put it here. The part that's being stubborn, just kind of push it down with your finger as well. But you could put snowmen, Christmas trees, all kinds of things. You're not limited. Anything you've got a stamp of, you could put on here. I have a nativity scene, and actually that would fit on here as well. So that's another fun thing to remember. I'm going to put that one right like that. Actually, I think I'm just going to put it in the middle and not put the other one on. That kind of slid up a little bit, so we'll slide that back down into place, and we have all our designs on. So I am going to add some wax to this now, and you also can just put the wax design straight on the candle as well. You can do that, but we're going to do something a little bit differently today. I'm going to use my texture brush and my insert, and if you've never worked with them, there is a video on how to use a texture brush and insert. You put it on top, the metal piece on top of the melting pot when the melting pot is empty, and it's going to start to warm up right away there. So we're just going to let that warm up, and we're going to take our crayon, and I don't know if you can see this real well, it's kind of hard to see at an angle, and we're just going to melt one solid color all the way across. I am using a glitter crayon, excuse me, it's a metallic crayon. And this one is steel blue. We're going to do something a little bit different than we normally do with our texture brush. I'm going to come over here and I am going to turn it. Now, this takes a little bit more crayon than we normally do with the texture brush. So we're going to add a little bit more here. I'm going to let my brush warm up just a tad so it'll pick up a little bit more tad of wax. So what we're kind of getting is almost a winter feel of the wind or the snow kind of rushing around you. And we're just kind of twisting as we go, and you're going to have to reload. And kind of go by your design, try not to go over it too much, but onto the paper a little bit so that it looks like it's part of the design. And also go off of your candle halfway as well. And we're just going to try to give it that winter wonderland type of feeling. And we're going to melt a little bit more crayon on here. But think of all kinds of other things you can do, just not what I'm showing you today. You can use the way we regular use our texture brush. You can kind of cross hatch it. By that I mean going one direction and then pulling it the other direction, and that really gives you a neat effect. So know there's different ways you can use the texture brush as well. We're going to kind of get in here. And then what I did is on areas like that, I kind of just stippled a little bit of snow so it looks like they're part of the candle and the design. And then I also went on top just a little bit here and put that up there as well. Now, isn't that a real fun, cool effect? I took my rhinestones, and these are sticky, but I suggest that you put a drop of E6000 or something. Maybe tacky glue would be better, some Aleene's tacky glue, and put in the middle of these and put them onto your candle. But I'm not going to take so much time to do that. I'm just going to put some of these on so that you can see how much that it adds to your design. And you can also put some here and there. You don't have to just put them in a snowflake or anything like that. And if you have bigger ones like these, you can put them out on the tips like I did in this candle, or on the middle. You can, keep adding as many or as little as you want to, and you also can throw some in between here and there to kind of add to it as well in between the designs, whatever you feel that needs. I don't want to do too many because I think it starts to look a little bit tacky. So, but that's just an idea. Take it from there. Now, all I did to complete this off was I put it into the glass bowl, and I put Epsom salts around it with the spoon to kind of give it the snow globe feeling. And like we talked about, this is just the candle holders that the crystal candle holders or glass candle holders that you find at the dollar stores. And just put your E6000 on and glue it on, and then you don't have to worry about it coming off or anything, and then you have this real cool centerpiece. I also thought it would be cute to have like 3 different kinds, and I think it would really be neat to have them on top of a mirror, and then throw a little bit of Epsom salts to make it look like snow. So I hope you enjoyed that today. If you have any questions about the project, please email me at art@miriamjoy.com. For any of the wax stuff that we may have used today, please visit my website at miriamjoy.com to buy any of the product. There's also a YouTube link that takes you over to more fun YouTube link. And there's also a Facebook link, and you don't have to be a member of Facebook, just jump on over. Christmas 2012, we're doing 25 days of Christmas where we give away a prize every day. So we have a lot of fun. Thank you for taking time to join me today. Have a Merry Christmas. God bless.